My name's Rhapsody, welcome back to Slay the Spire Modded. Ooh, it's time to take the construct out for a walk. What with mod the Spire, base mod, fetch mod, always well, the construct, STS lib, hubris, relic sorter, RNG, replay the Spire, infinite Spire, the mystic, big the cultist shot mod, and the black mod installed. That's a whole lot of mods, y'all. Damn. Alright, lose all gold from random rare relic. Yep. Woohoo! Calipers at the start of your turn lose 15 block rather than all of it. Well, for this character, that seems like a great idea. In particular, because you can be so defensive that no one will ever hit you. And mix in thorns? Question mark, question mark? Profit. For the moment, though, play it straight. Straight there. Double defend, attack mode, strike, sure. Yes, the problem is basically, even after this attack mode, we haven't got lethal. Damn, did that one turn too early. Metal shell. Sure. Oh, hell yeah. Monkey business. A strange monkey swinging from place to place stops to hang out. Hey, there. Want to see something cool? The monkey stares at you from a distance and begins visibly mutating. Time to fight this trickster monkey. I've found the best success in this fight with just going very aggressive. Personally. Okay, so that's Banana Bash, which weakens us this turn. We're about to Banana Bash yet again. Problem is the next turn is a hit for 19, and then it's back to the Banana Bashing, so... That's why I'm pretty incensed about getting this quickly down. Alright. Monkey's Toy Box. Upon pickup, obtain 3 common relics. Hell yeah. We'll take Metal Shell first. Wait, we could do Mode Shift and Calipers, but I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that again. I didn't like that build. I didn't particularly enjoy playing it, and it seems to have come off. It's just, there's so much to consider in things like that, and it's an unfamiliar playstyle. I don't like doing that. I've never enjoyed an episode where I've had to use Mode Shift. Take another Metal Shell. Monkey's Box gives us, yeah. Specifically because we could have gotten the alternative to Whetstone. I can't remember the name of it for the life of me right now. That upgrades 2 skills. That's why I took the card selection first. We also got more bank. And Ancient Tea Set. Whenever you're into rest site, start the next combo with 2 extra energy. Upgrading 2 of my strikes there is theoretically useful, sure. Now that we're going to be cycling all of our defends, we'll be able to kill this Spike Sniper certain. Yep. Zapper. Whenever you gain strength or dex, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. It loses 1 strength this turn. I don't want to use that in this build. Mega upgraded versions whenever you lose, gain or lose. No, not interested. We might die against an early elite trying to get this to work. Because I'm already on a path and have been since I chose my start position with having to fight an elite. At the very least one. Okay. Let's think about it. What fights are we prepared for and what fights aren't we prepared for? Or rather, for which fights are we prepared and for which fights are we not prepared? We'd probably just be able to block all over the top of the Sentinels. I don't know how we would deal damage in that combat, though. Flame Core is one way to do that. We could probably just get metal shells to the point that that defends us every single turn. And then go back to aggressive, but that's going to be a long fight. That's the problem with that. Oy, this is really rough. Okay, so how much does it take to kill an enemy? Well, it takes at the very least 15 to kill the backline, but I would ideally want to kill the fat gremlin. So what's that mean? That means that I need extra damage, which means that I play attack mode, strike, strike, then I defense mode, metal shell. If we played the defense mode metal shell first, we could have been fully defended this turn, but we also would have been weakened. Alright, start working on that shield gremlin in the back line. We've got it. And yeah, that'll get it done. We only have to block once per round now. Actually, if I just struck 3 times on the back line there, we would have been fine. It's my bad. We've got this. Specifically because I have the regen potion for the next fight, I feel... around about like that. Take Impenetrable, totally makes sense for this deck. Regen potion. I was thinking about how we would go against the Gremlin Knob. Do I want to play Impenetrable this turn or Metal Shell for the 4 plated armor? Extra energy next turn or more plated armor? Plated armor, definitely. In fact, I don't even think it's close. Yeah, because my next hand has maximum this much energy that I actually even want to spend. Unfortunately, we're being made vulnerable here on the first turn. This is not great. And going for the big hit on the second turn as well. Okay, this is basically as bad as that could have gone. We play in attack mode despite the fact that it buffs the enemy, because getting the ability to cycle all of our defends when we can't really afford to play them is really good. I can also play Impenetrable this turn. Right. Okay, only 10 damage incoming. Not bad. 11, 8, 8, so we take it to 13, 10, 10. That's lethal. Hell yeah. Bronze Scales starting to combo 3 Thorns. Well, now we have a way to win even despite defending. See, I know the next fight can't be the Gremlin Knob again, so I think I'm in a better position to either defense mode or Metal Shell. Lagavulun's pretty bad here still. I'm going to try and build up as much block with the calipers as possible. Great. Because it is going to be very difficult to deal damage to this enemy. Thing is, I think I can defend over the top of them as long as I always play defense mode, but we are going to be relying on literally just bronze scales and the plated armor to deal the damage, and that's the only way that I think that we can definitely save our 16 HP there. The only point that we can swap back is when we have 18 from plated armor. At the very least, the plated armor does give us an out eventually. I'm going to stop playing the defense modes to increase my ability to get back to the metal shells. Literally, the next 2 metal shells I play, I'm fine, so I actually think I now start shifting to attack mode. Maybe we can do this a lot earlier than I otherwise thought. Sure. Because the next 2 defense modes I play, I am then permanently defended from now on out. Metal shell, attack mode. And now I just need to attack mode until we're just cycling into our strikes exclusively. Yeah, this seems our setup. Calipers plus the 2 metal shells to give us the plated armor. Mega upgrading each of those metal shells is also a priority. Because then they give metallicize as well as plated armor, and it can get nutty. Oh, it can get seriously nutty. Trip strike. Okay, so this log of fallen flight was actually a lot easier than I thought. Good thing we had the metal shells. I'm going to say good thing we had the foresight to pick up those metal shells, despite the fact that it definitely wasn't anything of the sort that caused me to take them. Nice. Incense burner. Every 6 turns, gain intangibility, as well as a shield potion, as well as shield burst. Okay, sorry, shield potion, attack potion, shield burst. We now have a win condition. We win. The courier, the merchant, restocks cards, relics of potions, and the price is decreased by 20%. Cool. Sure, I'll take the relics. The start of combat, you become confused for 3 turns. Gain energy at the starts of rounds 1 and 2. 1 final energy at the starts of round 3. So I guess basically how much setup do you have to do? We have to do none. We have impenetrable that would benefit from this and nothing else that would. So I don't know about that. I'll take the Ring of Hypnosis. All enemies start with 5 confusion, just because on average, that's a good thing. Broken Mirror. At the start of combat, gain 3 reflection. Oh, wow. That's just bonkers for us, isn't it? We're taking that, yeah. All these smooth stones start each combo with +1 dex, and I don't get to take that. Damn. If I'd taken the Force Sail, I could have removed monkeys and sold the Moorbank and sold the Whetstone. Actually, you know what? Probably would have been worth doing that. Damn. Hell yeah. What did the curse do? Add a random card to your draw pile. And it added a shield burst? Alright. Oh, I clicked the wrong buttons there. That's my bad. Defense mode, metal shell, attack mode, strike. Shield burst, we're still short. Okay, I have to use the attack potion here because I screwed it up myself. That's my bad. Alright. Power potion as well as stasis, laser core, and analyze. No. Don't really want any of those. Happy to take impenetrable, and whenever a card is no. Whenever a non-upgraded card cycles, exhaust it. Okay. Metal Shell defend. I mean, we're already fully defended. Unfortunately, the enemies are only attacking for 1 because of the intangibility. I would prefer they attack for a higher amount in particular, personally. Just because the reflection would harm them more. As long as I'm fully defended this turn, the sentry is dead. So, Metal Shell, defend, and we're covered. Strike in the backline. Haven't got my defense mode yet, which is what I'm holding out for. Well, that sucks. I should probably attack mode double strike before I defense mode defend. Or if I defense mode defend, I get 8 block. This becomes 16 AoE. So defense mode defend, this becomes 16 AoE, except I'm 2 strength down, so 14 AoE. No, 3 strength down, so I'm 13 AoE, and then I attack mode, and then it's 15 AoE, and then I have the ability to play 1 strike for 9. No, I don't see that. It's got to be defense mode, defend, attack mode, probably both strike on the back line. Oh, no, on the front line, because the front line... Oh, no, we don't have reflection anymore, so the back line. Okay. The front line would have taken the reflection damage if we still had reflection, but we don't. I don't actually want to gain strength as the problem. I specifically want to have dex, not strength. Cool. And this looks like it's all going to work out in the end. Yeah, we're defended for 7 per turn. It's going to be pretty difficult for you to get one up on me here. Alright, so we did manage to take out 3 elites with what was ultimately a defensive build. We have no attacks left in this deck except for the shift and the shield burst, so... And that's fine, though. It burns out negative cards from my deck. I want to keep shift and shield burst exclusively, pretty much. Well, shield burst. Hang on. Sure, we'll anticipate. I can't believe that shield burst, very bottom of the deck. Come on. It's been lethal for a while. Lucky Rock, every time you play an attack, you have a 5% chance to gain critical, which means your next attack does double damage. Second shield burst is too much. You only play shield burst after you set up for it. And the setup is permanent between turns because of the calipers. Alright, Metal Shell. So 1 strike there. Ooh, we got a double damage strike. Nice. So we actually get to kill the backline. Defend, shield burst? Not lethal. Unfortunately, it's lethal or nothing for me, bud. Charge, versatility, and force field. Charge would still lower its damage while I'm using defense mode, so... boss is... that's a problem. They trash our deck in particular is the big problem that we have with this upcoming boss, so I'm actually gonna have to rest. As soon as I can escape the damage... Wait, hang on. 3, 4... damn, we're out of sync for the good cycles on the boss here. If I manage to fully defend on their attacking turn, though, they'll take the damage, which is nice. Doesn't look like we're gonna do that, though. Defense mode impenetrable is another 28 plus... Oh my gosh, we do full defend. Holy hell. Ha! Get reflected. Oh, that was awesome. Okay. Definitely burn the slime. Definitely play the metal shell. Hit twice if the enemy doesn't intend to attack, sure. You're not splitting yet. I can defense mode, double defend, and then shield burst for 76, which is lethal, so I feel like probably I should do that. Fine. Oh, that was lethal. Cool. Let's not go endless. Mysterious Pyramids is you link 2 cards. Whenever you draw one, you draw the other. I don't want Shift Strike. I don't want Fierce Bash. I don't want Accumulate. I don't want Scrap Cannon. I do want Claw Grip, sure. Gremlin Knobs, small, medium. I could have had a lot of small and medium acid slimes in that combat. But I skipped them entirely. Meltdown. At the start of your turn, deal 15 damage to all enemies and add 2 burns to your hand with Golden Bullet. Well, Golden Bullet can get mega upgraded as well after that. And it's like deal 40 damage, lose 10 gold or something like that. But I think our deck has its whole win condition already sorted. Black Hole. How many times do we... Whoa, obviously we cycled through our deck a bunch of times. Black Hole is garbage idea. And it would instantly kill me. Excellent. We'll be taking Sozu. Cool. That's the giant shelled parasite at the end of the floor here. So frailty is going to be a problem. Never mind. We're actually fully defended easily. Of course we are. I'm definitely starting here. I just don't know how the end of the dungeon's going to go. Ugh. That bird in the back line's unfortunate. 50. But see, 50 to all of them is 25 to all of them. Like, this one hits me, dies. This one hits me once, dies. This one hits me once, dies. So I take 4 damage, and then I kill all of them round 1. Sure. I'll take 4 damage to kill everyone in round 1 there. Dex Potion would have been really handy. Shield Generator. The blur is actually already ish provided to us from Calipers. And the whole idea is that if we stack enough Dex, then Calipers effectively becomes blur. The mega upgrade of this has to be like 6 and nothing, right? Suppressive Fire obviously has the mega upgrade of gain 3 blur. Not interested. Tried that before. I'll take a relic. Hey, Smiling Mask. The merchant card removal service now always costs 50 gold. Apparently there's a synergy between doing that and killing the merchant. I'm intrigued. So color me such. Definitely double attack first, because I intend to fully defend thereafter. Memory Tap is probably more potent than playing another defend. But if I double defend, that's 12. This is another 7. Enemies incoming with 12 damage. Never mind, I can perfect block. Guaranteeing a perfect block on a turn where the reflection is that powerful is pretty big. The extra energy was also pretty big because it allows us to impenetrable and then shield burst on the same turn. No. Does Electrocute make sense for us? I think it does, but I'm probably not going to take it. 1 of 20 cards to add to our deck. Okay. Well, out of these, probably Disrupt. Maybe Vent Steam. Disrupt or Vent Steam. Disrupt. Gain 12 block, apply 2 vulnerable to all enemies. It's a really good card for this build. I might just take that and card removal. Yeah. It's probably a good idea. One-way mirror. That's another metal shell. It's unfortunate. We'll take a card removal to get the hallucinations out of our deck. Goodbye, hello world. I don't have any artifacting, so... But I also don't want to cycle my defense. It's actually super important I don't cycle my defense. Okay, so we just play this hand straight. We play the lower attack first because the second attack has a possibility of benefiting from the critical. We're probably better off playing these. Sure, we can disrupt you. Strike twice, and then it's defense mode defend, and now we are just defend every single turn until we kill with shield burst. It'd look a lot like this. Ooh, impenetrable this turn. Nice. Not necessary at all, but nice. Uh-huh. One-way mirror, middle shell, defend. So you've got vulnerability next turn. I've got shield burst next turn, which seems like lethal. Yeah, that seems to have worked. Gremlin food. Whenever you rest, upgrade a random card. Pretty happy about that. I could easily take shift guard, and in fact will. So great pickup. Defense as well as shifts to defense. Well, I can get another nightmare. Or I can get 2 more elites. There's a better later path going this way. Unfortunately, we've like had literally 1 upgrade this dungeon so far. Defense mode mega upgrade. But the thing is, defense mode mega upgrade seems less powerful now that we have shift guard and we can shift guard mega upgrade. Get defense while doing the rest of these things. And obviously those metal shells still need to be upgraded as well. And shield burst for 3 times the damage. I mean... And then shield bursts also need to get mega upgraded after that. We need the ability to get the extra dex earlier. That's the most important thing. More dex more early. Heh, currently 0. Nice. Alright, so we're only a couple turns off the incense burner. Not bad. Sure, just double defend, keep some with me. 23. That's what I was worried about. Defense mode, shift guard, metal shell. Should have struck twice before we did anything there. That's entirely my bad. So there's the giant reflection damage. Impenetrable metal shell. Metal shell basically needs to be played every single time it's drawn. Disrupt is specifically insane in this combat. Very pleased with how that's going. We know Shield Burst is still in the deck. We know we've got -9 in terms of our strength, so should be able to play it on draw for the win. Yup. Regal Pillow. Heal an additional 15 HP whenever you rest. Sure. Now we have the quest, get a blankie. Start each combat with 2 Metalliciers from the Coward Crown from Black Mob. That's insane for our build. There's the get the blankie. Unfortunately, our skill playing here is going to be a problem, what with that curmudgeon of a Chosen up in the back line. So I'm going to choose to attack mod before I do anything else here. Just to try and get some extra damage out on that Chosen Erlin. Alright, so we're not defended this turn yet, so it's shift guard, metal shell definitely. No, we actually have a good next stand with one-way mirror. Uh-huh. That's all I have to play. I just want the vulnerability on them, just in case I end up drawing next turn, for example, Shield Burst. Like that. I don't need to count. That's lethal. Hey, block potion would be nice if I could use it, but I can't, so I won't, so it's fine. Whenever you gain block, deal 3 damage to the lowest HP enemy. We already have a way to translate our block into offense. Stacking too many different forms of accomplishing that diminishes the value of each of the individual forms. I mean, these apparitions just give us the time to set up. So, no reason not to take them. And by the time the apparitions are done, we're actually kind of perfect, usually. Woo! Look at that turn. Get a load of that turn. Oh, the damage right back at him. I love it. No, I shouldn't have played an apparition. I should have just tried to defend there. Yeah, playing an apparition actually lowered the amount of damage the enemy is going to be taking to the thorn. Well, not thorns, but the reflection in particular. That's my bad. Still kill the enemy in the next turn, though. Regen pot versus nothing. Apparition, shift guard, metal shell. There we go. And again. Apparition, disrupt, metal shell, metal shell. Now finally show me the... No! Damn it, I wanted the shield burst. Give me one-way mirror. No, 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 you can't. Give me neither one-way mirror nor shield burst in this hand. Damn it. Well, I'm entangled this turn. I can't play attacks. So. All right. Another defense mode. Yeah, strikes that do no damage. Sure, I could have used them for more than 0 damage there, but it doesn't matter. The only way we kill here is when we draw Shield Burst. Vulnerability on him again. Give Shield Burst. Shield Burst! 390 damage per. Jutsu Bracelet. Regular enemy combats are no longer encountered in question mark rooms, which is nice. For us, we could Mega Upgrade Stasis, get the Innate Retain, exhaust the card when you play this, add 3 Mega Upgraded copies of that card to your hand. That might be the only way I ever get Mega Upgraded cards in my deck, so I'm going to take Stasis now. Remove a card from my deck, happily. I think I might actually just remove some of the initial strikes. I know as soon as I play my first defense mode or my first shift card, they start to cycle, but... no, I remove a defend. Because those don't cycle, but I have better defensive cards than the defends. Here we'll upgrade again in order to get the Mega Upgrade on Stasis. And Stasis is almost certainly going to be used to Mega Upgrade Metal Shell. All right. That's not going to work out great for us. This enemy can be rough. They've got -3, so we are very lucky this turn. Apparition, 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 apparition. Stasis, a metal shell. And defense. Thank you, apparitions, for helping me keep onto my defense. I'm thinking that we need to get that apparition in place. So and we also have to play shift guard and metal shell. So this is going to be a surprisingly boring turn because both of those two high play tickets we don't really actually want to play. Well, not if we also want to win. Could have played the metal core there, but would have no effect. The enemy had just a ridiculous amount of plated armor on them. We're effectively trying to become this enemy, in a way. We'll exhaust the shift guard this time. And we're pretty well defended, it seems to be. Just seems to be working out. I love that as soon as we got calipers, we were capable of making this call. Oh, those metallicizers as well. Damn. Shield burst, obviously. Flawless. Panic hammer down, double your strength and dex? No. No, I can't afford to play it. Obviously, the mega upgraded version of this is quadruple your strength and dex. But I'm better off actually just gradually moving my strength to dex. Shift strike. I'm not going to take that. Shift guard is the only one I'm going to take. Beetle shell would actually be insane for us. Prow wheel. The rest of those would be okay. Okay. RNG. Gain 2 energy each turn. Randomly run into a knob. We've also got Megaphone, lose energy at the start of each turn. The first card you play each turn is played twice. That is actually pretty wild. For us, that's actually probably not good, though. Is it? Losing an energy each turn is rough, but if I ever drew Impenetrable, I just full defend that turn and get 2 extra energy next turn. In particular, I'm thinking if I ever draw Shift Guard or Defense Mode, I'm just fully defended forever. And it can double play Apparitions. Actually, it can double play Apparitions. We have to take Megaphone. The other one that we didn't look at was Niao's Eye. It's from Black Mod, and it gives you a random boss relic upon pickup. So it's effectively just rolling. Letting Chance take the wheel. All right, I'm going to do something here. I'm going to stasis the defend and see the second stasis plays the stasis, sure. I'll play the attack mode into stasis and I get the defense back. Okay, so it worked how I expected. It actually did hold the card and immediately release the card in time. Nice. Double metal shell, apparition. And that should pretty easily set us up for a shield burst as soon as we draw it. For like that much damage. The mega upgrade of mode shift is draw 2 cards plus retain. It's okay. I'm gonna stasis the metal shell and then the impenetrable and double metal shell. Okay, the fact that we can get that stasis to mega upgrade something in the first round and then play 2 of the thing is pretty good. Okay. Managed even to full defend on that turn. Yeah, I know. Even that turn. We'll double up on... We'll double up on Shift Guard. Getting that extra dex is huge. As much as I wanted to double up on the vulnerability on enemies, I recognize that we don't actually utilize that at all. Not really. Okay. I'd love to get some extra energy somewhere in this deck, but it may have to just be impenetrable, getting upgraded or something like that. There's the resummon. Now we're literally just waiting for shield bursts. Like that. Nope. Do I want a shop or 2 events? Well, shop and an event or 2 events. Well, because they're going to be events, most likely. That they'll be non-combat, right? Because the Juicy Bracelet. I'll go to the shop first. Starting to combat with 1 strength doesn't really make sense on a character that has this mastery over those elements already. Unplayable cards can be played from your hand with the medical kit. Do I get any? Oh, that's a Snecko. Alright, I need to check every available shop for the possibility to get artifacting to prevent me from losing to that Snecko. But at the same rate, maybe I want to take something like Bomb to have the ability to kill the Sneckos. No. But I should remove something low cost. Gonna hope for a later shot to have better options. Stasis on the metal shell, and then I'm actually gonna put the apparition in there just so the apparition doesn't burn. Now it's worth noting this exploder is getting exploded in a couple of rounds. I do not want to take that damage if I can avoid it at all, so double impenetrable is huge there. Bunch of extra energy next turn, but also I get to carry over a lot of block. Yeah, for the possibility that exploder ends up exploding, which they are going to do. Well, I could strike them, but the thing is I'm actually probably better off doubling up the shift guard. I didn't want to use strike first. I needed to use shift guard first because I wanted its effect twice, which means that the strike did have to be kind of a little ruined there. We can let the enemy explode this turn because it doesn't matter at all. We blocked for enough that it was fine. All right, and we're at the point that that deck trashing is actually super annoying right now. 4 go into my discard pile for every 5 I draw. It's not great. Thankfully, I'm kind of passively defended. It's just crushingly annoying. I've always had this against fights that have 2 repulsors in them. Like, I've always had this same kind of experience with them. Yep. Oh, it's going to take ages before I get through my deck. 5 more turns at least if they continue doing this. Uh-huh. Good thing there's no enemy in here that's scaling up, because otherwise, whoo, I'd be in some trouble. This is fast mode, by the way. I had a comment on a recent Slay the Spire modded video that was like, you could turn fast mode on and that would make things faster. This is fast mode. Yeah, this is as fast as it gets. I know. I'm mortified too. It's not that. It's just some effects, like specifically adding days to your deck. It was actually what was being talked about at the time as well. Some effects like adding days to your deck are pretty sort of bad. Yay! But some effects of having some effects are slower than others, and in particular, adding shields to your not shields. There's a word that I'm looking for that I can't remember for the dang life of me. 15 damage there as well. The backfire mega upgrade's like, yeah, 30 and take 6. Heal by taking Writhe here? I actually don't want Writhe at all. My opening hand is super important. I'm going to lose the max HP. Never going to be giving up shield bursts for it to get mega upgraded by stasis, because I need access to it on short notice rather than the longest notice of all time. Wanted to get that metal shell out there, but that extra turn of apparition seems important. Double up on apparition, single one-way mirror. Hell yes. Double shift guard, single apparition, single strike. The really good thing that just enabled us to do is kill with a draw on this turn of... Never mind. I'm going to double impenetrable this turn, but my next turn will be the kill now, as I get shield burst. Please stop trashing my deck. It's very mean. Purple Ember. Whenever you enter a rest site, your starting hand next combat is mega upgraded until the end of combat. Well, that means that the... Oh, hell yeah. Electric Armor. Cycle if your dex is less than 1. Gain Thorns equal to your dex plus 1. Mega upgrade is gain 2 dex, then do that effect. That's really good. 100 golds. Turnip. You can no longer become frail. That's great, because frailty is the worst effect that I could have. So that was one elite. I could go for another if I cut across. Or I could go for the late shot. I want that late shot more. Happy Flower. Every 3 turns, gain an energy. Okay. Help offset some of my problems with energy. In particular. Yeah. 0, lose 3 times. Lose all your block, deal 3 times that much damage to all enemies. That's going to allow us to use that after impenetrable on the same turn. Upgrade all cards. You can no longer heal. I mean... I do think it's possible that that's the win. But I don't want to risk it. Hey, look, they all got mega upgraded. Now, the problem with that is stasis has no effect now as a result. We're going to be invulnerable on the slime boss's attacking turn, which means that they're actually not going to take a bunch of extra damage from the reflection, so we do have to keep that in mind. Let's stasis the metal shell, then apparition here. Twice. We're just going to be skipping the second phase of this fight. That's my bad. I should have obviously played the Dex mode first. Doubled it. Double an apparition, play an apparition, get a metal shell out there. All right. We're pretty comfortably in the point that this slime boss ought never deal damage to me. Yeah. That seems to put the nail in that coffin. Short range teleporter. When traveling, you may skip rooms instead of entering a room entering a room 2 floors away. Has 2 charges. You can kill bosses or elite to regain charges. I mean, it could in dire circumstances come in clutch, I guess. Clockwork Souvenir. At the start of each combat, gain 1 artifact. Is that good for us? Do we debuff ourselves considerably? Not really. Okay. I actually want to sell that short-range teleporter, by the way. There's actually a lot of stuff I want to sell here. Duct tape. Upon pickup, choose 2 cards and combine them. So, what cards are we going to combine? Also, what order are the effects played in? It's a good question, right? Could join Flame Core and Guard Core. Seems like a great idea. It's probably going to be join Defense Mode and Shift Guard. Defense Mode, Shift Guard, yeah. Grinning Jar. Obtain a skill that draws 2 cards. Obtain an additional copy for every other 12 cards added to the deck. That's going to help us cycle much faster. Thank you. This might be my only opportunity. Oh, I can't save and quit, right? It'll break something. No, actually, it doesn't look like it's going to break anything at the moment. All right. I'm going to save and quit just so that we can instead decide to fight the merchant there, because I have the merchant's mask. It would be cool as hell. If that was worthwhile. Woo, we actually have a draw that allows us to... Hang on, we've got to remember. Stasis on metal shell, then apparition. Apparition actually was a bad idea. We'll double the metal shell. Again, you've got to remember, you have to kill them in the first round, otherwise... Or rather, attack them in the first round, otherwise they run away. Hey, no stealing. Yes, I know. I actually may not stasis, just apparition, metal shell, strike. Double plays apparition. The problem is we actually just need block, not apparition. Yeah, because it's just straight up damage amounts the enemy is doing. Defense mode and shift guard. Oh, of course they're not together. We haven't got the other... Yeah, never mind. That makes sense. Okay, we shift guard, obviously. Then we'll... Thinking defense mode, defend, apparition, keep the stasis. Thorns apparently only deal 1 damage per point to the merchant, unfortunately. But still, probably going to be effective. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to stasis the electric armor and then the attack mode, just to get the attack mode out of my deck right now. And then it's obviously electric armor, defends. So I have a ridiculous amount of block. The reason that I wanted to get the electric armors is actually because it was increasing my dex to play each of those, not because I got extra thorns. Again, I'd literally just finished saying that thorns don't deal that much damage to the merchant. Okay. Double the apparition, play a metal shell defend. Just... Oh, there's a strength potion for you, but unfortunately I have apparitions stacked. So we've got apparition, disrupt, flame core, sure. You can drink as many strength potions as you like. I've got a lot of apparitions. Do I want to stasis twice this turn? No. I'll double shift guard, metal, shell, defense. Because I basically think at this point we can't be damaged. Unless the merchant has something that's like, oh, I now go through block, so gotcha. We'll kill him with shield burst. There's the nice rug. Start each combat with 1 plated armor for every 50 gold you have. Nice. Also take duct tape upon pickup, choose 2 cards. We'll get the defense mode and shift guard still. Clockwork souvenir. At the start of each combat, gain 1 artifact. I'm not particularly interested, but sure, I'll take it. Shield burst, no. Power up, no. Anticipate, no. Force field, no. Spin drive, no. Sadistic nature, no. I'll take all of those, which does nothing. And do I want the dead branch? I guess I can burn it for free at a camp. I actually do want to burn it in particular. So we'll light it up. Burning the dead branch here has given me 5 regen at the start of next combat. This duct tape, why does it cost? Oh, right, because shift guard had a cost. Okay, fair enough. So we'll upgrade the duct tape +2. That's now a mega upgraded duct tape. It's pretty wild. Apply 8 vulnerable to all enemies. Alright, we'll double apparition, one-way mirror, strike, strike. Enemy tried to debuff me. That's a Snecko up there, right? Calls forth another monster from the Spire. It's almost always a Snecko as far as I've experienced, it has always been a Snecko. Excuse me. Hey, double play that duct tape. Disrupt, defend, and yeah. Unfortunately, the baby Snecko confuses us. The fact that the baby Snecko confuses you literally for the rest of combat, as far as I can see, because it just has confusion down there, means that if you want to avoid confusion, you have to kill the Snecko instantly, which just doesn't... I don't like that. I'm gonna stasis the electric armor and then apparition. Cool. Unfortunately, you're not triggering thorns at all because you're not hitting me. You're just cycling. You have 6 focus right now, so I actually do need to start attacking you as well. So dual casting there was weird. Shield burst, lose all your block, deal 3 times that much damage to all enemies. I lost all my block. I dealt 3 times that much damage to all enemies. And then the second one did the same damage despite no block being lost. Although I've also experienced inverse operations like that where, you know, an attack says lose all your strength and then, or rather, lose all your strength, something accomplishes. And dual casting those only does it for the full value the first time. So I'm not certain exactly what went on there. I'm also not entirely certain what happens with us having the smiling mask as well as the merchant's rug. Oh! No. I think you need to get that super early on in the game. Feel free to tell me if I'm correct about this, by the way, developers. I think you need to get that super early on in the game, and then it is relevant in all future shop sites, if I recall correctly. For the moment, though, to thump, self-destruction mode murders the heart. My name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.